Hello Isopod fans, this is Wally with Supreme Gecko, Supreme Isopods, coming to you with a question that I get all the time. How big of a container should I have for my isopods? It really depends, and you've heard me say that time and time and time again. It depends on the size of the isopod. It depends on the size of the culture. I try to go big as much as I possibly can. Let's take a look at big. These are, I'm going to grab the Porcellio expansus. Nanette, you can come in and take a look at these. One of our favorite isopods. Let's see if we can find any in here. Are you finding some, Nanette?
I see one right here.
Look at this, folks. This is just incredible. These guys are so cool. I don't even know if I want to pick one up and bother it. Look at that.
I like the yellow fringe.
Isn't that something? These are the expansus yellows. I don't have them tagged like that, but it's a good group. I'd love to see more and more and more of these. Let's see if we can find some under another piece of bark here. But this video isn't about expansus. I'm going to show you what this video is about in just a second. We have them all over the place. Hopefully, Nanette, you're getting that. Oh, there's a bunch right there. A nice little group. This is one of my least favorite things to do with these guys. And you can see, I've got a little snail there, but you can see a baby right there. Got a bunch of snails, and we'll have to clean that up in a little bit. I try to go in and clean up those snails. I just don't like the snails in here. But anyways, we're going to show you the purpose of this video. It's all about size. So you can see these are really big isopods, and you can tell that I tried to put these in as big of an enclosure as I possibly can to give them lots and lots of room. These guys, Porcellio, especially the giant Spanish Porcellio, like a lot of room, and they like to be territorial. They like to have their little nooks and crannies. So these are in, I think these are 27 quarts, 28 quarts. They're the sweater boxes that you put under a bed. We also, Nanette, if you wouldn't mind spanning over, we have 6 quarts. We have 12 and 15 quarts as well. So smaller isopods I keep in 6 quarts. Bigger isopods I keep in 12 and 15s, or if the isopods are a big seller for us, or they're if they're quick to start populating, if they have lots and lots and lots of babies, we'll start throwing them into the 12 and 15 quarts. But recently, and this is the whole point of this video, is that I changed over and I tried to do something a little bit different. We used to keep some isopods in 6 quarts, and they're so small that they would get lost even in the 6 quarts. So follow me over, Nanette. I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. I'll grab a couple of these. But recently, I changed over to, I think these are just 2 quarts, 2 or 3 quarts. I can't remember, but I'll check in just a second. I just wanted to make sure that I got over here without dropping them. These are small containers, and I like these because it's all confined in one little area. These, again, are very, very small isopods. So what we've put in these small enclosures are Parvis and Parvis Dalmatian. And we have some Daylights, Athens. And we also have Porcellio spikies, species spikies. This is a really, really fun isopod. Nanette, come on over and take a look at some of these isopods. I like the small container over here. And we'll see if we can find any. We're not going to see these close up here because they are so small. But we'll see if we can find, there's very, very underrated, really cute little isopod. They go quick. It takes a little bit of time for them to start multiplying, but once they go, they really, really go. And I'll tell you, I bet you there's some all over the place in here. And I just set these up a couple of months ago, and they're really, really taking off.
What kind is this again?
This is species spiky. Porcellio species, spiky. And we're going to take a look at, I'll see if we can find some of these. I don't know if you want to get the name here. The Parvis Dalmatians. And again, these guys like it warm and they like it humid. So this is a perfect enclosure. I don't have a whole lot of ventilation, but let's see if we can find some of these. They're just so darn small.
And hiding.
And hiding. And we probably have about 40 or 50 down in the substrate here. But the important thing is that in this small container, I can manage them so much better. I can see some in the sphagnum moss here too. But again, for all of these, we'll take a look at the I don't think there's many in the Athens, but we have quite a few of the Parvis in here. Let's take a look at this. So we have them up in the cardboard. I'll put that to the side here. And if we lift up these cork pieces, usually we find some on one of them. There's a bunch. And what these Parvis do is roll up into little teeny tiny balls. But I tell you what, I'm going to see if I can pick one up here and see if you can get this on camera. That's how small they are. They stay in that small ball. Cute little isopods. So again, in the smaller enclosure, I can go ahead and manage them a lot better. I can feed them. I can make sure that they're eating their food. Just watch them a whole lot better. So these bigger tubs are great for big species or species that populate quickly. The 6 quarts are great to start off some isopods and just make sure that they're taking to your environment okay. And the bigger 12 to 15 are great for established isopods or smaller isopods that breed quickly. But for me right now, I've changed over some of our very, very small isopods to these containers and just love them. They're just the perfect size. Hey, we have a lot of great videos. Make sure that you watch this playlist for some of the other isopod videos that we have on this channel. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.